Hi people, it's me, Anja, my pronouns all she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new recent reads video. If you like this video and you are interested in watching more, please consider subscribing to my channel so that you can receive notifications on every time I upload. I try to upload twice a week if you're new here, but without any further ado, March has been a steady reading month so far, so let's get started. The first book on this list is called The Red Car to Hollywood. This story is a YA historical fiction following a young Chinese-American main character who's trying to build her own life in 1924. I really enjoy this book so much. I think I've said this recently, but I love historical fiction a lot. I think it's so interesting and so fascinating, the ways in which these characters are so compelling and so well done. History is taught in school through a slew of facts and dates, which I think is so lacking, because I think the most important way to retell history is through characters, because what makes a story come to life, in my opinion, is the people and the heart of it, and less about the facts and the dates and the when. You know, like it's about the who. Anyway, the characters are so well developed and so distinct. The plot is so compelling and so riveting. The writing is excellent. The setting is so well researched. And I was hooked from the beginning to the end. I will say that there is a trigger warning on the story for sexual assault, but I will say that overall it is really good, and I enjoy the story all the way through. So anyway, with that said, I rated this story 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Apprentices. This story is a middle-grade fantasy following a young transgender main character who is navigating his new ice magic, his new school, and discovering his worth. This story is absolutely so excellent, and it's so well done. I had really low expectations for it, to be quite honest, just because whenever I read by an author that I've never quite heard of before, I have no idea what to expect. So this book was quite good, surprisingly. The world building is excellent, so magical, so atmospheric. I loved the mystery and the magic. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I loved the natural queer representation in the cast. The friendships are awesome and lovely. I love the relationship between the main character and his brother. I'm so excited to discover what will happen next. I think this book is the start of a new trilogy, if I'm not mistaken, although the sequels have not yet been announced or anything like that. But anyway, overall, this book was really good, and I'm so glad that I read it. So with that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Recommended Reading. This story is a YA contemporary following a young gay main character who is navigating the possibility of a new romance. This book is absolutely so excellent, and it's so cute and so adorable and really awesome. First of all, I love the romance. It is absolutely so well paced and so well done. I believe the story is inspired by Emma, but I'm not quite sure if it was marketed as like a retelling of Emma or anything like that, but I wouldn't know because I did not pay attention to the marketing before this book came out, because honestly, I had never heard of it before it showed up in Libby in late January, and I'm so glad that I read it a week ago or so, because it's so good. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I was just in the mood for a wholesome, cute, gay romance, and this book delivered. And I would definitely highly recommend it. No pun intended. I love the characters, the romance, the setting, like everything about it was so well done and so well paced and so awesome. So anyway, with that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and with that, I would definitely highly recommend it. I don't know if other booktubers feel like this, but every time I promote a book in one of my monthly TBRs, I feel obligated to talk about it again in my next recent reads video, regardless of whether or not I liked it. So here we go. The next book on this list is called Vanya and the Wild Hunt. Now, this book is a middle-grade fantasy, and I didn't like it at all. It follows an Indian-British main character with ADHD who attends a magical school or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to put this book out of my mind, if I'm being completely honest with you, because I was quite disappointed with it. But I will say, I enjoyed the world building, the idea that she can talk to books and the books talk back, and then a magical creature is like hunting her or something that she thought only existed in fairy tales. I love that. I love the stories that involve like mythology and stuff like that. That part was really cool. I also appreciated the disability representation, but I will say there are far too many characters in this book. This book is marketed for fans of Amari the Night Brothers, and that is such an accurate read. No pun intended. This book is so action-packed, and like, I sometimes enjoy fast-paced books, but this book was too fast-paced for me because there were so many characters to keep track of, and I constantly forgot some of them. So like the emotions and the heart didn't hit as much as it could have been, if that makes any sense. But anyway, with that said, I rated this book 3 stars. I won't be continuing the series if they're all sequels, so take that as you will. The next book on this list is called Solving for the Unknown. This story is a YA contemporary following 2 Vietnamese American main characters who are navigating their freshman year of college, family expectations, and falling in love. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so awesome, and I really, really enjoyed it. Technically, this book serves as a companion novel to a pho love story, which I read a few years ago. I wasn't quite expecting to enjoy this book as much as I did because I rated it 4 stars. First of all, I loved the Vietnamese representation so much. For those who don't know, I'm half Vietnamese, so I love seeing that culture come to life so well. Second of all, the characters themselves individually are so compelling, and I love their dynamic together romantically and platonically. It's so cute and so adorable. Third of all, I love a college setting. I love an academic setting. I love a setting where there are no parents involved. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but anyway, this book was so good. I just love seeing characters grow and develop without necessarily any authority figure or anything like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. I should analyze that later. But anyway, I digress. I love the friendships. I love, like, everything. This book is absolutely so excellent, and it's so awesome, and it's so wholesome. So anyway, with that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. And then the following day, I read That Self-Same Metal. This story is a YA historical fantasy following a young black bisexual main character navigating a Fae uprising in Shakespearean London. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. This trilogy is so underrated, and I need this series to receive the same hype as Legendborn. Like, this book is excellent. First of all, the world building is so atmospheric and it's so fascinating. I love the magic. It's so descriptive and so well done. The plot is so engaging and I loved it. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I loved the black representation. I loved the queer representation. This book is excellent. I just really, really enjoyed it so much. The characters are brought to life so well. I love Joan's relationship with Rose and with Nick and with James and with everybody. This book is excellent, and I'm so excited to read the 3rd book in this series when it comes out next month. So anyway, with that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. And then, because I could, I quickly read the sequel, Saint-Seducing Gold. This story is a YA historical fantasy sequel, and it's absolutely so fantastic. I really appreciated how the author amplified the stakes while maintaining the heart and, like, everything from the first book, too. Like, this book is excellent. I love the characters. I love the romance. I love it all. This book is so good. I love the world building. I was truly hooked from the beginning to the end. Like, the fan art looks like this. Are you kidding me? That is so pretty, and it truly captures the characters so well. I wish that I could convince you to read the series based off of the fan art alone. Like, literally, these characters are brought to life so well. and I love them, and I was so emotionally invested in the events and everything. Like, this book is so good. Like I said a minute ago, I'm so excited to complete this series and see how the author will wrap everything together. The sequel comes out very soon, and I'm so excited to read it. I know I'm rather late to the fandom, if a fandom even exists, but anyway, overall, this book is absolutely so good, and I rated it 4 out of 5 stars, so with that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. So, in conclusion, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the newspaper emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new. YouTube analytics tells me that I have more new viewers than recurring viewers, which means that most people who watch my videos for the first time don't come back. Please come back. If you enjoy one video, then you'll probably enjoy the rest. But anyway, like I was saying, thanks for watching regardless. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Bye!